Hello everyone, this is Adele Najati and I'm going to present my second project. So the main objective for the second project was optimizing an inpatient unit design in order to minimize the nurse's walking distance. So as you may remember, this is the floor plan that I used for the first project. And what I'm going to do for the second part of the project is getting a section of this floor plan, which was the scenario 1, and testing the grasshopper model in order to optimize the patient room design around two major spaces, nurse station and support area. So I brought this floor plan into the Rhino model, and all these spaces in this model that I created are being defined by their center points. So the nurse station and the support area are the fixed spaces in this floor plan. They're not moving. What moving is the center point for patient rooms. So in this grasshopper model, I have 12 patient rooms, and all of them are defined by their center point, a point with X and Y, sliding. So first, at the beginning of this project, I used the Dijkstra algorithm in order to calculate the shortest path, and then I wanted to optimize the shortest path from the Dijkstra algorithm using the Galapagos. But I had a lot of problem with my computer and even with the computers that had like better processors and higher RAM, and they crashed a lot. So I decided to use the simple distance component in order to calculate that. So what we have is the 12 patient room and 2 fixed point, nurse station and support area. So I calculated the distance between nurse station and all other points, also the distance from the support area and all other points, and also what I really like to control is the distance between the patient rooms. So I had a little bit of challenge in order to create that distance, but we can have a distance component, we can have all the points in A input and all the points in the B, and we can graft the B in order to get the distance between each two points. So after creating this model of points and the distances between them, we have to avoid overlapping between these points. So in the real world, there is a minimum distance between the nurse station and patient rooms, between the support area and patient room, and between each 2 patient rooms. So I had to write a short script. I did it in the C#, and it will put that restriction in the model of, for example, minimum 35 feet between the nurse station and support area, or 35 feet between support area and patient room, and also the minimum 15 feet between each 2 patient. So I'll open this C# battery, and this is so simple, very short, very simple, that I just defined the distance of the end, distance to nurse station, the distance to support area on DR is distance between the rooms, and I just said if the n is less than 35, so I assigned a bigger number so the Galapagos cannot go and find it, and also if not, I'm asking Galapagos to minimize the distance, the dn minus 35, but the absolute distance, like the absolute number. So, and it's the same thing for the DS and then for the DR. So after we did this, there is another point here. This distance, when we put all the points in A and all the points in B, it will calculate the distance between a point and itself, and it will create those zeros in that list. In order to remove the zeros, I used equals, and then this is the numbers that comes from distance, this will be 0, and then this will give me all the like the true or false for the patterns, false or 0, true or the like the positive number, and then I used call pattern in order to have the numbers that they are not 0, and then we put those numbers in Z. And then after we did this, we can go ahead. So I'll go ahead and hide this floor plan. You see these are like random points around the area. One point that I wanted to mention is that in these sliders I put from minus 50 to 50, so I don't want it to have any numbers in any points, any patient rooms or any points in this area, because this was part of a bed unit design, and this will continue to have other spaces in this area. So what I wanted to have is just nurses patient room in these 3 edges. And we can go ahead and start. So this is minimize, and then we go and start the optimization. So now you can see the process, but because this computer is really slow and I did it on one of my friend's computer, I can show you the screenshot of the process and also the results. So you can see here that this point started moving, and Galapagos is going towards to find the best possible points